Good morning, children. How are you, all of you? I hope you all are good at home. We already discussed about adaptation in animals. Today, we are going to discuss feeding habits. What is it? Feeding habits. We know that plants are producers. So green plants are whatever we have that are green plants. They are producers. What they are? They all are producers. Producers means they prepare their own food. They won't depend on other animals or other any organisms. They themselves they prepare their own food with the help of photosynthesis process. So whereas animals they won't prepare their own food. They are depending directly or indirectly to that plants. So whatever they want to eat, they are depending plants and plant products. So in this we have three kinds of animals that we will discuss. Herbivorous. Herbivorous. Carnivorous and omnivorous. On basis of these, we have divided into three parts. The first one is herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous. Carnivorous means what? The animals which depend on plants. The animals which depend on plants are called herbivorous, means they will eat only plants. They won't eat other animals. They will eat only plants. That type of animals we are calling herbivorous. For example, cows, buffaloes, elephants, etc. Cows, buffaloes, elephants, goats, camels, these all are depending on plants. They will eat only plants. That type of animals we are calling herbivorous. Have you ever seen a cow or a buffalo while grazing? Have you ever seen? No. These two animals, they won't chew the food. They directly swallow their food. So especially the herbivorous have sharp, flat, bored teeth. So herbivorous have sharp, flat, bored teeth they have. So whenever we are seeing these cows and buffaloes, they won't chew the food. they will swallow the food. They will pluck that trees of leaves and directly they will chew that, directly they will swallow that food. When they will chew that food, after some time, whenever they have leisure time, they will sit and relaxedly they will sit and they will take back from the stomach to mouth and they will chew that food. So this whole process we are calling chewing the cud. What is that? Chewing the cud. So where could we see this chewing the cud? Especially cows and buffaloes. They won't chew their food. They will swallow their food directly and they will store their stomach. Whenever they have the leisure period, then they can take it back from stomach to mouth and they will chew that food. So herbivores have what kind of teeth? They have sharp, flat and bowed teeth. With the help of these, they pluck that plants and they bite that leaves, then they chew their food. So these are called herbivores. So herbivorous means they will depend only on plants. What? Only on plants they depend. So that we are calling herbivorous. Moving on to that carnivorous animals. Carnivorous animals means the animals which are depending on other animals' flesh. They will eat only other animals. So other animals' flesh. What they will use? Animals' flesh. So they will depend only on other animals' flesh. So that type of animals we are calling carnivorous. What we are calling? Carnivorous. What are the examples of carnivorous? Lions, tigers, foxes, etc. So what are that? Example of carnivorous? Lion, foxes, tigers and wolves, like this etc. we can able to see they will eat different kinds of animals flesh. So that we are calling carnivorous animals. What kind of teeth do they have? They have sharp teeth they have and curved point. Whatever they have the teeth, no, that is a very curved and pointed teeth. Pointed, curved teeth they have. So carnivores have sharp, pointed, curved teeth they have. With the help of these teeth, they can tear the flesh of other animals. With the help of these teeth, they can grind that animal's flesh too. Have you ever seen in Discovery Channel how a tiger catches that deer? Have you ever seen? Very fast, it run very fast and it catch that deer and kill it and it will tear that flesh of this deer. Have you ever seen in Discovery channels? Yes. So with the help of this sharp and curved teeth, whatever it have, no, the teeth are very curved and very sharp, and with the help of back teeth they also chew that food. So carnivores also they can chew that food. Suppose if you have pets in your home like dogs, have you ever seen how a dog eat its flesh and bones? Have you ever seen? Yeah, how it will eat? It tear that flesh with the help of sharp teeth, and whatever that remaining bones are there, no, that bones they are chewing with the help of back teeth. With the help of back teeth they can chew that bone and they can eat like that. So These are called carnivorous. Carnivorous means what? The animals which are depending only on other animals' flesh. They won't depend on plants, only they will depend on other animals. So that we are calling carnivorous. And we can say that snake also. Snakes also carnivorous. Have you ever seen snake has a teeth? No, snake did not have teeth. Then how could they feed their food? Yeah, this snake did not have teeth. But how did it feed its food? Snakes swallow their food directly with the help of mouth. They can swallow their food. And the snakes can swallow bigger animals also. When we compare for example rabbits, a snake can swallow a rabbit also. And also they can swallow frogs, different kinds of animals also that snakes swallow. How do they move on land? The snakes have scales. With the help of these scales, they move on land. So snakes did not have sharp teeth or pointed curved teeth. It has a mouth part. It will use its mouth part. With the help of this mouth, they can swallow their food. So snake also we consider as a carnivorous animals. So now you understood this carnivorous. Okay, let's move on to that omnivorous animals. What are the omnivorous animals? Omnivorous animals means they will eat plants as well as the other animals' flesh. What they will eat? They will depend on plants, and also they will depend on other animals' flesh. So carnivorous means what? The animals which are depending on plants as well as the other animals' flesh, they all are called omnivorous. What are the examples of omnivorous? The example of human beings. Humans. We all are eating plants and plants products, and also we are eating flesh of other animals like hen, meat, fish. This all we are eating, no? So that. And bears. Bears also eating plant products and other animals like fish, like these also they are eating, no? So that. And omnivorous like this, etc. So many organisms they are eating both the plants and animals. So that we are calling omnivorous. How do they have what kind of teeth are located in this omnivorous? Omnivorous also have sharp, flat, molar teeth. Sharp, flat, molar teeth. So by using this flat means how they are cutting the food with the help of front teeth. So they are biting that food with the help of front teeth, and they are chewing, grinding that food with the help of molar teeth. So like that they will eat their food. Have you ever seen monkeys? So monkey belongs to which type of animal? Herbivorous or carnivorous or omnivorous? I suggest as a monkey belongs to omnivorous. Why? Because monkeys by naturally they are omnivorous. They are eating fruits, vegetables and whatever the fruits and vegetables have in some insects, no, that insects also they can eat. So monkeys belongs to omnivorous. They will eat small insects, they will eat fruits, vegetables and leafy vegetables. So omnivorous also belongs to, monkeys also belongs to omnivorous. So they have different types of food habits. We already discussed in previous class. Different animals have different food habits. So here we discuss. So every animals they divided into three parts, that they are herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous. Okay. Next, moving on to this herbivorous, elephants. Have you ever seen elephants? Yeah, elephant has a long trunk. No? Have you ever seen while it was eating its food, while it was feeding its food? You know, elephant is the biggest animal in the world, or biggest mammal, land mammal in the world. Mammals means what? What is the mean by mammals? Mammals means the animals which are giving new birth to the baby, or they can feed their babies, that we are calling mammals. So animals also give birth to the babies, like elephant. Elephants also, is elephant laying the eggs? No. Elephants also giving birth to the babies, and they feed their babies to the milk too. So these we are calling mammals. So elephant is one of the largest animal in the world. So that is elephant. So have you ever seen how they are eating? Yeah, do you know this? An adult elephant in one single day, they will eat several 100 kilograms of leaves, shoots, grains or grasses and also vegetables. Have you ever seen this? An adult elephant eat a single day only, it will eat 100 kilograms of leaves, vegetables, grass, like this. So this called herbivorous. Now we discussed, now moving on to this carnivorous, snakes we discussed. Have you ever seen frogs? Frogs. You know, frogs have long sticky tongue. Have you seen frogs? It has a very long sticky tongues. Whenever it wants to catch the other insects, they can shoot this long sticky tongue. When it shoot out, they can catch that prey. Other animals like insects, they catch with the help of this sticky tongue. So like that they can feed their food habits. So carnivorous, like snakes, frogs, lizards. Have you ever seen lizard? Lizards? In night times we can able to see at our home how they are feeding their food habit. They are coming out and they are eating small insects which appears into that our tube lights or lights, like that. Have you ever seen? Yeah, how did they feed that food? They also, lizards also has a long sticky tongue. Whenever they want to catch the other animal, they can shoot out that tongue and they can catch that prey and they can feed their food. So like this carnivorous also, they have different feeding habits, and we discussed omnivorous also. So these we call as a herbivorous, omnivorous, carnivorous. So these three types of animals have different feeding habits. Have you understood? Shall we move on other topic? Yes, we will discuss other types of animals. That are parasites. Parasites animals. Parasite animals means they depend on other animals. Always they are depending on other animals. They won't prepare their food. Many are there. Even we won't prepare our own food. Only green plants are prepare their own food with the help of photosynthesis. Rest of all animals, they depend directly or indirectly to that plants and plants products. So these parasites, especially the parasites, they always depend on other animals' flesh. So that we are calling parasite. Parasites means what? They are always depending on other animals' flesh. So that we are calling parasites. What we are calling parasite. And moving on to that other category of animals, they also have different feeding habits. Some animals have developed ways to match their color. They are matching their color and also they are matching their color with their surroundings where they exist. They can change their color by the surroundings. That type of we can call camouflage. What we are calling? Camouflage. Camouflage animals means they match their color with their surroundings where they exist. That type of animals we are calling camouflage. For example, sticky insects. Stick like one insect is there. So a stick insect looks almost like a twig. It's look like almost a twig. So a sticky insect looks almost like a twig, and they can change their color with that surroundings, with that whatever they have. No, suppose if they are in forest, they can change green color. If they are in a sun, they can change a plant stem color, like that. For example, a polar bear. What is that? A polar bear have a fur, no? So whatever it has a white fur, it helps to keep or to hide itself in that snow place. So whatever it have this white fur, no, it matches that surroundings of that snow. Then easily they can hide itself and we cannot spot on that bear. And also some animals like zebra. You know zebra? Have you ever seen zebras? That zebras and tigers, they also hiding themselves in that forest areas. And also frogs, leopards, these also they can change their color in that surroundings. Chameleon, have you ever seen chameleon? That chameleon always changing its color, it is merging its color in that surrounding. Suppose the chameleon will be on trees, means they will change the skin color is green. Suppose if it was in stem of that tree, the skin color also change like a stem color. So whatever the animals are merging their color with their surroundings, that known as camouflage animals. What we are calling? Camouflage animals. Now we discuss now frogs and leopards. Have you ever seen leopards? Yeah, they are the fastest animal in the world. How fast they can run very quickly. They can run and they can catch their prey, means they can catch other animals very quickly. They can catch other animals. Have you seen while it was hunting a deer? Yeah, they can hide in that grass, that spots whatever it has, no leopards, it just look like a grass color only, no. So they can hide, they can play hide and seek while it was catching that deer. So it was hiding, and whenever it was seeing the group of animals are eating or feeding something else, if a leopard seen that animals, then they can hide slowly, they can go and they can catch. The other animals can't find that leopard. Why? Because it has same color of grass. So in that they can't I recognize other animals as soon as they can't spot on that leopard. So they can went and they can catch that other animals and they can feed it food. So that type of animals we are calling camouflage animals. What we are calling? Camouflage animals. Okay, understood? So this we are calling camouflage animals. So today we discussed different animals feed different food habits, and they use different body parts also. This we learn in this class. In next class we will learn the human being's teeth, and about birds. We have different kinds of carnivorous birds also. Some we have herbivorous birds also. So these we will discuss in a upcoming class. Okay, understood now? Okay, good.